What up, world? J Tuck here. Welcome back to Uncomfortable Conversations. It's been a minute. I had to take a hiatus just for a couple days to get my mind right off of social media and TikTok. I couldn't do uncomfortable conversations about this particular topic because it was very personal to me. Now, although I do not live in LA, majority of my family lives in California on the West Coast, Seattle, North Cal. I got a cousin that's a content creator that lives smack dab in the middle of LA, and I worry about him very much so. Also, I have family members in San Diego, aunts, cousins, you name it, that live there. So this is a kind of a frustrating moment and a touchy topic for me. I want to have the uncomfortable conversation and talk about these forest fires and these California fires that I know you guys have probably seen all over social media, how it looks like Grand Theft Auto. It looks like a zombie apocalypse is happening. It looks like the beginning stages of The Walking Dead or The Walking Unalive. I don't know if I can say that, but I really don't give a damn at this point. I want to have the uncomfortable conversation. I want to say, I was watching football yesterday, and every football game that I watched yesterday, there was at least a commercial or there was a commentator saying, you guys try and donate and help LA as much as we can. And I'm all for that, because if I could get on a flight right now and help my cousins and help my family members and people who aren't my family, if there's anything that I could do, I would definitely do it. But I want to have the uncomfortable conversation today about, we funded America. I want to talk about this. We funded the Ukraine war. We gave money to all these different countries. I'm not going to list the countries, because if you guys are up to date on current events, you know what countries we helped out. We know how much money Joe Biden has sent to other countries. Let's have the uncomfortable conversation on who helps our country. When my family members and my friends and our peers that are from LA and celebrities that live in LA lost everything a couple of days ago, and all I see is that they're reaching out to other states to help out, and that's great. That's a start. But what about all this money that we gave to all the other countries? Let's have an uncomfortable conversation and talk about how we can give as much money, billions of dollars, to other countries, but when it comes time to reciprocate that, they're nowhere to be found. Like, I want to ask the uncomfortable question: have we reached out to China? We had a partnership with China and we get all these products from China, but where's the GoFundMe for China or all these other countries that we helped? Ukraine. Where's the help to help us Americans put the pieces back together? You get what I'm saying? It really shows that our country, the United States of America, is greedy. And where we can get help, we don't seek help from the right places. This world is a melting pot. Our country is a melting pot. When one tragedy happens over here, we try to pull from another state, but we don't try to go outsource to other countries. Why is that? Do we have so much debt from other countries that they won't help us? I really want to know. And if anybody in the comments or anybody that's watching this can shed light on why we do not get FEMA relief or, Red Cross and all these different organizations from other countries that can send money and can send food and can help with whatever they can help with. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure people from LA and people from the West Coast would be grateful. Also, the same thing when it comes to natural disasters that happen, like Hurricane Helen and these hurricanes and stuff. Why don't other countries help us? You get what I mean? It's really sad, and I'm really starting to feel like we're out here alone. Furthermore, I want to talk about the fact that, a couple months ago, I saw something, I'm sure you guys saw it too, where people had, the powers that be had a great idea to want to rebuild LA and make it a smart city. Well, Let's ask the uncomfortable question on what's the best way to make a smart city. Instead of forcing people out of their homes, instead of trying to buy people out of neighborhoods, you can just burn it all to the ground, right? And rebuild from there, because everybody has evacuated. You don't own the land. Again, you own the property that's on the land. The government still owns the land. So when your house is burned down, all the equity that you had in your house goes up in flames. Furthermore, I heard that a month prior, or 3 months prior to the forest fire starting, people that had homeowners insurance and renters insurance, their insurance companies dropped their fire insurance. Isn't that kind of fishy and ironic? You know, don't shoot the messenger, but I really feel like it was a ploy to burn everything to the ground and rebuild it how they want to and set the prices at a higher rate, to force all of these people that were struggling to live in LA or that were barely making it, now they have to get the hell on. Just like the city that was Black Wall Street. I'm not gonna talk about the name of the city, but they flooded the whole city. Just like Atlantis. Just like how we got Lake Lanier in Georgia, and there was a city before that, a black-owned city, and they flooded it. You get where I'm going with this? History does nothing but repeat itself, guys. And we keep looking at it and keep allowing it to happen. That's just my 2 cents. Y'all keep the change. I ain't gonna be long-winded. Like I said, this is a very frustrating time for me, my family that live on the West Coast. I have family in North Cal that were dealing with forest fires, and there was smoke coming into their homes, y'all. And they were putting wet towels down and just trying to do the best that they could to survive, y'all. Where's their help? Is anybody gonna come help evacuate them? What about the people that can't evacuate or have no money or that are living check to check? This can happen to each and every one of us wherever you live. If a natural disaster decides to come to where you live, do we actually, or do you actually have the funds to relocate and move your entire family, or stay in hotels for weeks and weeks at a time? Let's talk about it, man. I know a lot of people that have had family members lose everything to fires, man. It's not a game. One of my best friends has had to deal with that, and he's still dealing with that, and he's taking it like a champ. On the shoulder, he's taking it to the head, and he is like one of the strongest people I know. You guys, you know, do you guys best to try and help these people, man. Whatever they need, it shouldn't even be a question. That's where we got to get back to as a people, as a community. It takes a village, and we need to get back to building that village instead of separating from each other. I'm calm now, but the last couple of days I have been infuriated. Just watching the news, watching it play out. If you guys know anybody that needs help, do your part and reach out and try and help. Uncomfortable Conversations, J Tuck, out.